Your wedding is supposed to be a show of love and commitment for each other and not a display of wealth. After all, who cares? The best that can happen after an extravagant or luxurious wedding is have people rave about it on social media for max 2 weeks. And after that, we have another breaking news. So, what's the point? The first thing to avoid if you're a bride on a budget is falling for social media pressure. You see this particular mistake to avoid. It can cost you every other plan that you may have. And why is this? It's because you practically be doing everything to meet up social media standards. I don't know who sets those standards. Because you'll be trying to practically please a bunch of strangers who do not know or care about you. One thing you should know about these extravagant weddings and all is that most of these people have sponsors. You, who is your sponsor? The second thing to avoid is if you're a bride on a budget, do not feel pressured to invite everybody. Yes, so especially in this part of the world where celebration is a big deal for us, do not feel pressured at all to invite everybody. In fact, do not feel guilty about it. Because in the end, when you invite everybody, you will need money to meet up, feeding them, giving them where to a good space to stay and all. So it will cost you a lot. So do not feel pressured to invite everybody. You can have not a to-do list. You can have a guest list. Even though most times in this part of the world, when you invite someone, the person you invited will invite another person. Now, the truth about this particular point is that in Nigeria, weddings are a big deal for families, especially parents, mothers. Weddings are a big deal, so it's more like their celebration. So most times they want to throw a big party. And I don't have any issues with that if they are the ones funding it. Yes, if anybody that wants a big party should fund it. I don't have a problem with that, and I don't think anybody should have a problem with that too. If you're going to fund the party, if you're going to fund the ceremony, then it's fine. You cannot afford to want a crowd and then leave the bills to me. No, it's not going to work. I'm going to be working with my budget. So if you want a party, you sponsor the party. And don't put pressure on me. Number 3 thing to avoid if you're a bride on a budget. Avoid buying what you should rent. Dear brides on a budget, I know you want to look all stunning. I know you want to look all dashing, all beautiful, all sweet, all senge-menge on your big day. But by all means, avoid the temptation to buy wedding dress. Avoid the temptation to buy tiara. Avoid the temptation to buy traditional umbrella. For goodness sake, these are things that you'll be using for a few hours. After then, what would you be needing it for? It's only wise and economical that you rent these things because you'll be using them for just a few hours, and after then, they become useless to you, like practically useless. So just rent the things that you need to rent. Do not buy what you should be renting. Your wedding dress and your accessories should not be more expensive than your house rent. Number 4, reception hall. As a bride on a budget, what are you doing looking for a reception hall? What happened to the hall that you wedded in or the church you wedded in? Have you heard the prices of halls? No matter how small it is, have you heard the prices? That money could go a long way for other things. You're hearing prices like 300,000, 400,000, 500,000. For how many hours? And then when you get the hall, you will pay for decoration, you will pay DJ, you will pay MC, you rent chairs and table. And you are on a budget. No, now, what are you doing with those things? Use the hall that you were wedded in. They have chairs there. You can use it. And if you're like me, that you don't even want stress at all with reception or rishi, cook your food and package it for them. Put it inside fancy bag, food and drink or mineral or water. Put it inside the bag. Give to them after service. You save yourself money for DJ, money for hall, money for senge-menge, money for... You save yourself a whole lot of money. Number 5 on my to avoid list. This is coming last, but it's also very important. Asoebi. You know now, Nigerians, we love Asoebi. We love uniform for parties and all that. But you see this Asoebi, if you don't have the energy to fight, if you don't have the energy to quarrel with somebody, to drag money, avoid it. Don't bother about it. Because most times the bride uses her money to get these fabrics in hopes that she will sell it and then get a little change from inside when everybody has paid for it. But the irony of this thing is that no matter how you try to do this thing, there will always be somebody that will say, give me first, I'm going to pay you later. And when they pay me, I will pay you. I don't have the money. Or let me go, when I go home, I'll transfer the money to you. It's a lie. Most of the time, these people end up sewing that fabric, wearing it for the occasion, and tada, your first child is 5 years old. They still haven't paid you the money. So it is best, if you're a bride on a budget and you don't have strength for Asoebi, you don't have strength to drag anybody for money, choose color or pick a color for the day. Pick a color for the day, let everybody wear what they have, that color, let them wear it and come. It frees you of the stress of dragging somebody for money, it frees you the stress of quarreling with anybody. In summary, it saves you, it saves them, everybody is at peace. I wish I could list more things to avoid as a bride on a budget, but I'm sure these will help you and it will go a long way in your planning. I wish you the very best in your planning, your wedding plans and everything, and God will provide. I pray God supplies you everything that you need for this ceremony. Thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so that you get notified anytime you